This morning on Chris 6 Sunrise, a Corpus Christi police officer facing accusations of theft and credit card abuse. Coming up, the deadline expected for Travis Haker's plea. And the water crisis continues. Residents are looking at the use of atmospheric water generations. We'll show you how it's helping bring in potable water into homes. Plus, details on new rules Iranian officials are laying out for the Strait of Hormuz and the promise they're making for those looking to pass through. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Chris 6 Sunrise. Thank you so much for starting your day with us. I'm Michelle Hoffman. Brian Hoffman's off. Well, he's actually going to be in later tonight, but that also meant my passenger princess privileges were not here this morning, unfortunately. Meteorologist Stephen Jones, I actually got to see what the weather and road conditions look like this morning. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Good Friday morning, Michelle. You're seeing those road conditions. They're just a little wet as we're heading out our Friday morning. We're seeing some of that drizzle as we're heading out and even some light showers. We had some heavier showers that were working through the area. They have since fizzled out. You can see on those sky cams just a lot of the cloud cover out there. The main view for most of us as we're heading out this Friday morning. But looking on the radars, just holding on to a few of those light showers for areas towards northern Live Oak County into northern Bee County there. And really, as around the Corpus Christi area, mostly drying up. Just a few of those light greens left on the radar now here closer to home. North of Beeville and north of George West, a couple of those darker greens showing up out there, but nothing in terms of heavy downpours at least. Here closer to home, like we talked about, just a few of those greens out to the west towards Jim Wells County. Might still run into some drizzle here on the roadways as you're heading out there because it's so close to the radar. Could just not be picking it up. Also, temperature-wise, we're waking up still a little cooler out there, though. Beeville, 66 degrees, 70 there in Robstown, and we're going to be chasing the 80s as we're heading into this afternoon. Of course, let's get you ready for your Friday morning as we're heading out there for the roadways. So far, so good as we're heading out there. If you're going to and from Portland this morning, good and green on the Harbor Bridge. For our Robstown and Calallen commuters, 37 and 44 both coming in the clear. So let's check out our major roadways here in Corpus Christi. Ocean Drive, SPID, and Saratoga all coming in the clear. Just one minor slowdown on Saratoga next to Airline Road, but other than that, shaping up for a good and green Friday morning as we're heading out there. Let's take one more detour inland. Good morning to neighbors in Sinton. So far, no slowdowns there, I should say, on Pirate Boulevard, but other than that, a good and green Friday. I'll show you that future tracker, though, coming up in our full 7-day forecast.
Sounds good, Stephen. Thank you so much. There's a new court date for the Corpus Christi police officer accused of theft and credit card abuse. Investigators say senior officer Travis Haker stole money from a police nonprofit group. They say he took funds meant for a scholarship honoring fallen officer Vincente Ortiz Jr. Haker is back on active duty with the department while he awaits trial. The plea deadline is now set for May 21st. A nearly $10 billion deal is expected to bring an AI data center to the coastal bend. Hut 8 plans to build the campus in Nueces County, and the site will use NVIDIA technology powering advanced systems. The project would not only bring 230 permanent jobs, it would also become one of the largest AI facilities in the country. Now, you might be wondering how this project will impact our water supply or if it will raise your power bill. Well, we have some answers for you right now on our website, and Brian Hoffman and I are also scheduled to interview representatives from the company. We'll keep you updated as we learn more.
I'm your Southside Neighborhood News reporter, Jacob Daniels, and these things right here could help neighbors and the entire city deal with the water crisis.
Brent Lanphier uses an atmospheric water generator. The machine pulls in humid coastal air and extracts the moisture. It filters the water and pumps it straight into his home. The system produces about 250 gallons a day.
Hooked up to the house, and that's what we're getting right now. That's what we're drinking and cooking with.
The setup can store up to 3,000 gallons of water, and Brent says he bought it so he would never run out of water during a drought. But that independence comes with a hefty price tag. The system costs more than $30,000 or $300 a month, with cheaper options available.
This morning, Iran is laying out new rules for ships looking to move through the Strait of Hormuz. They're telling shippers to comply or risk attack. A newly created Iranian entity named the Persian Gulf Strait Authority is distributing a document promising safe passage for vessels. Meanwhile, a major shipping and logistics company says the global disruption in the industry due to the conflict in Iran is pushing up expenses.
an extra cost bill of $500 million a month that we're going to face basically from April and for as long as this lasts.
Maersk currently has 6 ships stranded in the Persian Gulf. The sides have still not formalized a peace agreement. Now, folks, if you're planning on hitting the road this morning, here's what AAA says you can expect on average at the pump. Across Texas, regular gas per gallon is averaging out to $4.08. Texas diesel is sitting at $5.13, and here in Corpus Christi, AAA says the average is $4.11. For diesel users, $4.95. Switching to Gas Buddy for the best price in Corpus Christi, HEB on Weber is sitting at $4.06. In Portland, the lowest price is showing at Murphy USA with $4.02. Well, folks, it is now 6:05 your Friday morning. A veteran is taking a ride from one end of the country to another. Coming up, a look at the team of veterans making their journey for a cause. This year is America's 250th anniversary. Claire Peterson takes us to Wisconsin, where a veteran is making a difference for wounded veterans.
250 miles for America 250. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Claire Peterson, speaking with a De Pere mother and Army veteran who's one of many wounded veterans biking from Florida to New York. A journey honoring their sacrifices and the nation's history.
I feel like I was put here to help people, and that was the best way I felt I could help people at the time.
As a 26-year-old mother of 2, Jenna Smith joined the Army with the goal to help people.
Wow, going into all of that with 2 kids, that must have been hard.
Yeah, it was. It was definitely hard, but my end goal, was just to show them that we can do anything that we try,
5 years later, a training accident cut her career short.
I've had 10 bone surgeries since then.
After her injury, she was the one who needed help.
Getting out of the military was a struggle for me. I battled a lot on my own.
One organization,
Demons from the military,
stepped up.
From the time I contacted them, they were there.
Wounded Warrior Project supports injured veterans nationwide. They introduced Jenna to a recumbent bike.
Being able to be on a bike and not worry, am I going to fall off? Am I going to feel painful afterwards?
Now she participates in the annual Wounded Warrior Soldier Ride, where veterans from across the country come together for an extended bike race.
Just being with people like you, same experiences as you.
This year's ride is extra special.
It's America's 250-year birthday. That's big.
And extra long.
This is going to be an experience. I'm thinking Forrest Gump experience.
The entire ride is 1,000 miles from Florida to New York. Jenna and a team of 20 veterans will take on 250 of those miles from Norfolk, Virginia to Washington, D.C. It's further than she's ever gone, but it's worth every mile to honor her fellow veterans and the organization that has given her so much.
It's almost like a godsend. Literally, they changed my life.
And that was Claire Peterson reporting. Wounded Warrior Project has programming for from equine therapy to mental health retreats as well. And we will have various stories celebrating America leading up to our nation's 250th celebration. You can check out our website. All you have to do is go to christv.com/America250. There you will find different stories highlighting our nation. And on the evening of July 4th, we will have a special 1-hour program for America 250 special right here on Chris 6. The special will start at 6 o'clock.
Well, howdy and happy Friday, Coastal Bend. We got the latest drought monitor update yesterday, so let's take a look. This is last week's update, and you can see we made some big improvements along the corridor just to the south of I-10 there going into this week's update. As it loads there, you can see going down from the extreme drought to the severe drought into a good portion of the watershed. Even started to chip away at that exceptional drought closer to Cotulla and Tilden, so we're trending the right direction. We have more work to do, though, as we're heading through 2026. Luckily, the radar does have a few showers out there as we're waking up for our Friday morning. The heaviest of them to the north, to northern Live Oak and northern Bee County. Just to the north of George West, maybe still getting in on a little bit of some light shower activity though out there. Closer to home here in Corpus Christi, just not too much on the radar as of right now, but can't rule out some of that light drizzle that the radar's not necessarily picking up as you're heading out this morning. So something to keep in mind, but luckily not experiencing any of that ponding on the roadways with some of those heavier downpours. Here's a live view from our studio Skycam. This is the view for most of us. Plenty of cloud cover as we're heading out this Friday morning. 71 degrees. Winds out of the northeast about 8 miles per hour. 5 to 10 miles per hour for most of us is pretty common this morning. And as we're taking a closer look with our Chris 6 neighborhood weather network, starting off on the south side, pretty similar. 72 on Bent Trail Drive and down there at Garden Court. Over on Flower Bluff, 66 on Graham Road, and then 72 for the Shell Weather Station as well as Laguna Shores Road. Over towards Kingsville, coming in about 69 degrees, and that's going to be the same for Bishop so far this morning, and just slightly to the north, closer to Lake Corpus Christi, coming in at 67 degrees from County Road 803. As we're going through the rest of our Friday, we're going to hold on to some of this isolated and scattered shower activity out there, starting to decrease a little bit in the early afternoon, but as we head into the late afternoon and the evening, that's where we're starting to watch for some of those storms working in from the west. Could affect some of our western neighborhoods and southern neighborhoods especially, but even could affect areas as far north as Alice and Corpus Christi heading into this evening. Something to keep in mind for Friday night plans. We hold on to some of the shower activity into the overnight hours and even into tomorrow morning before most of that activity starts to slide off further to the north and east as we're heading into tomorrow evening. And then as we clear up, we're going to be on the warm up. Keep in mind though, as we go through today, we do have the right ingredients for one or two of those showers to get strong pretty quickly out there. The main threats would be hail or high winds if one of these storms wants to get going. We do have that level 1 out of 5 risk from the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center, so something to keep in mind, especially for those Friday night storms that we were looking at on the future tracker just a moment ago. As we go through the weekend though, like we talked about, going into next week, those rain chances start to dwindle off the board unfortunately, and going through the rest of the 7-day forecast, holding on to above average temperatures. We warm up quite a bit for Mother's Day, but luckily a weak cold front going to keep us back into those upper 80s as we're heading into next week. And speaking of Mother's Day, let's get you that Mother's Day forecast as we're heading into our Sunday, May 10th. Going to be partly cloudy out there with a light breeze out of the southeast, about 10 to 15 miles per hour. But keep in mind, going to get a little toasty. That daytime high chasing 91 degrees as we're heading into Sunday. So here's a look at how it's playing out on the 7-day forecast. Pretty warm there by Mother's Day, and that cold front will take us back down into the upper 80s to kick off next week. Then things settle out in the upper 60s and upper 80s as we're heading through the rest of next week.
Stephen, thank you so much. It's now 6:15, your Friday, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today. A new study finds a link between mice and humans. After the break, a look at the genetic mutation we share. New research reveals a link between how humans and mice communicate. Scientists studied a group of minuscule mice that are able to sing. Researchers at the Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory say the rodents communicate through a unique buzz-like song that can last as long as 16 seconds. Scientists say the mice have expanded neural pathways, which broadens their vocal range. Menopause is often known for physical symptoms such as weight gain and hot flashes, but it can also have an impact on mental health. Doctors say it can lead to irritability, distractions, and even clinical depression or anxiety. Ways to ease symptoms include self-care, adequate sleep, and exercise. And it's okay to not be 100%. And stay engaged in activities you find rewarding and enjoyable.
Even if you don't really feel like doing them, by the time you're done doing them, your mood is lifted.
Doctors say if you find yourself not sleeping or withdrawing, feeling sad or negative, or if you're struggling, you could meet criteria for a major depressive episode, and treatment can help. Well, folks, it's now 6:21, your Friday morning. After the break, I'll show you events happening in your neighborhood so you can treat mom with moments to remember this Coastal Bend weekend.
Now, say hello to your neighbors. This is your Chris 6 News Sunrise Shoutouts.
Good morning, everybody from Flower Bluff High School. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What a lively, fun group at Flower Bluff High School. We hope you guys also have a wonderful day. And folks, if you want to send us your own shout-out video, all you have to do, super easy, scan the QR code on your screen or go to our website, christv.com.
Now, local events and fun things to do. It's Coastal Bend Weekend with the Hoffmans. Sponsored by Corpus Christi Events Calendar.
This Mother's Day weekend, give mom what she really wants, quality time. There are plenty of ways to celebrate across the Coastal Bend too, so let's start in Corpus Christi Southside.
Instead of just buying mom flowers this year, stop by the South Texas Botanical Gardens and Nature Center and smell the roses.
Moms get in free Saturday and Sunday. They just have to say the magic words.
Show me the flowers. The rest of the family can grab general admission and enjoy the new bonsai exhibit, plus the peaceful meditation and Zen garden.
And if you want to actually have flowers that last, Family Art Time has you covered.
Saturday from 2:15 to 4 p.m., participants can create handmade bouquets for mom or that special person in their life.
The event is happening at the Art Center of Corpus Christi.
Meanwhile, a golden gathering is happening over the Texas State Museum of Asian Cultures Saturday from noon to 8 p.m.
And here's the golden rule. Wear gold and you get in for free.
There'll be food trucks, vendors, entertainment, and plenty of shiny outfits competing for attention all day long.
The Corpus Christi Athletic Club is going to the dogs and cats this Saturday.
Starting at 10 a.m., you can play pickleball for a good cause with proceeds benefiting the Gulf Coast Humane Society.
There will also be food, music, games, prizes, and pups.
And at 10:30, get ready to stretch, smile, and possibly leave covered in fur.
The Athletic Club is also hosting kitten yoga, a perfect mix of relaxation and adorable chaos.
Every pose comes with a cuddle. Michelle and I have been to their puppy yoga before, so trust us, it's impossible to leave without a smile.
In Port A, things are really taking off. Fly at Port A's Spring Kite Festival returns this weekend with colorful kites filling the sky, weather permitting, of course.
Flyers start setting up around 10 a.m. near beach marker 1 through 20. You can bring your own kite or just kick back and watch the show.
And as always, for more information on events, visit our website. And folks, if you want to see your event featured, make sure you send us a message. And now it is 6:26 your Friday morning. With the cost of Mother's Day gifts, including flowers, higher again this year, we have some great tips to keep that Mother's Day arrangement lasting a lot longer this time. This morning on Chris 6 Sunrise, how neighbors in San Diego are remembering the man killed in a house fire earlier this week. Plus, the Veterans Band is looking for help from the community. We'll show you why they have a big honor they're looking to fulfill. And a little later, details on an artificial intelligence center coming to the Coastal Bend and what we know so far. Good morning, folks. Welcome to Chris 6 Sunrise. Thank you so much for starting your day with us. I'm Michelle Hoffman. Brian Hoffman will be filling in for our evening newscast. But folks, Mother's Day weekend is upon us. So we got to check in with meteorologist Stephen Jones to see how our forecast is shaping up starting today into the weekend. Good morning.
Well, good Friday morning, Michelle. You know, the forecast shaping up pretty good if you ask me. We still have some showers around right now, but going into Mother's Day, it's going to be clearing up and unfortunately warming up out there. So it's going to be getting toasty into Sunday, but for our Friday morning, still holding on to a few of those light showers. You can see we used to have a few more of the yellows and reds on the radar just a couple hours ago, but have since fizzled off there in San Patricio County. Just left with some of those light greens, some of the darker greens for areas to the north of there in northern Live Oak and northern Bee County, at least right now. Even a couple yellows showing up on the radar, but overall not too much in terms of the radar view out there. Even around here in San Patricio and Nueces County, coming in clear on the radar view, but still can't rule out just some of that light drizzle that the radar might not be picking up. In terms of temperatures, we're waking up to upper 60s and lower 70s across the board. 73 in Port Aransas, 69 that temperature in Rockport, with the cool spot Beeville coming in at 67 degrees. Through the rest of our Friday, we'll be back on the warm-up, chasing those 80s this afternoon. Winds turning more out of the east and then the southeast as we're heading into this evening. Still only about that 10-mile-an-hour mark, gusting upwards of 15 miles an hour, with some of those spotty showers here and there throughout the day. And as we go into tomorrow morning, we still hold on to some of that activity, but it starts to dry up as we're heading heading into tomorrow afternoon and Mother's Day, that's where we start to warm back up and temperatures look like they're going to be chasing the 90s as we're heading into Mother's Day. So something to plan on if you have those outdoor plans. Let's get you ready for your Friday morning, of course, though, as we're getting ready to hit those roadways. So far, so good on all of our roadways. If you're hitting the Harbor Bridge to and from Portland, looking good and green as you're heading out there. 37 also coming in clear if you're heading into town from Cal Allen, but Leopard Street, just a couple of minor slowdowns there. Heading into town from Robstown, 44 looking good and green as we're heading out so far this Friday morning. For our major thoroughfares here in Corpus Christi, Ocean Drive, SPID, and Saratoga, even Crosstown Expressway, all four of them coming in the clear so far as you're heading out to hit those roadways. So a little detour inland. Good morning to neighbors out there in Sinton. Just a couple minor slowdowns downtown and there on Pirate Boulevard, but other than that, also shaping up with us here in Corpus Christi for a good and green Friday. Just keep in mind, might run into some of those wet roadways with the drizzle around, but probably not too much ponding at least out there. We'll take a closer look at the future tracker for you coming up in our full 7-day forecast.
I'm Melissa Trevino in San Diego, where investigators are still working to determine what sparked a house fire that killed 58-year-old Ismael Briones Wednesday morning. Neighbors tell me this fire took a soul who was always cheerful. The fire broke early Wednesday morning on West St. Charles. Crews say the wooden home was fully engulfed in flames and it spread to a neighboring house. 58-year-old Ismael Briones died in the fire. Everyone knew him as Smiley. His family says he's lost the use of his arms after a medical procedure 6 years ago, but they say that never stopped him from enjoying life.
I'll miss him, and I know that he's already making people smile up there with his smile and his attitude.
The family is asking for prayers as they grieve. The investigation into the cause of fire is ongoing.
The Veterans Band of Corpus Christi is looking for community help this morning. They're preparing to perform at the American GI Forum National Convention. The nonprofit is asking for donations to cover flights, hotels, and meals. They'll play at 3 events, and that includes the opening ceremony and 2 luncheons.
We have a connection to him, and we will probably not exist in the form that we have without his help in the beginning.
The convention will honor Dr. Hector P. Garcia. The band plans to announce more ways to donate as the convention gets closer. And you can also mail donations to the Veterans Band of Corpus Christi. The address is P.O. Box 8606. The zip code is 78412. So many moms will wake up to fresh flowers on Sunday, but without proper care, those blooms will be short-lived. Scripps News Group consumer reporter John Matarese has how to make the most of your Mother's Day bouquet this year so you don't waste your money.
Think you could just stick those Mother's Day flowers in a vase and call it a day? Well, you can, but they won't last very long. And given today's high prices, a little extra care can have those flowers lasting a lot longer.
At Gia and the Blooms Flower Shop, Cleo Melvin is busy clipping and arranging flowers for Mother's Day.
Trimming and refreshing water is like the #1 thing to make them last.
With how much flowers cost, nobody wants mom's bouquet in the trash by Tuesday. That's why horticulture instructor Gwen Hamilton recommends buying flowers in the early bloom stage, like this ranunculus.
This is when it's first harvested. It's tiny, it's not showy, and you think, oh, I don't want to buy that for my mom. It looks like I don't like her. And this is what it looks like when after days in the vase. And they last so long.
If you get a bouquet, use a clean vase. Bacteria can clog the stems.
If you wouldn't drink out of it, don't make your flowers drink out of it.
Next, read the instructions on the packet of flower food.
If you don't have one of those, you can put in a little drop of lemon juice or vinegar, and that acidifies the water.
When you change the water, wash the vase and trim the stems at a 45-degree angle.
And I'm just going to take off maybe a 1/2 inch to 1 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch.
The last thing to think about, where you put the bouquet. Flowers love the sun when they're growing, not after they're harvested.
The dining room table is often the best spot in your house. It's a little cooler, not in the direct sun.
That way, the flowers you buy Mom,
plastic rose,
yeah, the red ones,
can be enjoyed for a week or 2 instead of days, and you don't waste your money. John Matarese, Scripps News Group.
Good to know. If in case you missed it, folks, starting tomorrow, moms can get into the South Texas Botanical Gardens for free. It will take place on Saturday and Sunday. All mom has to do is say, "Show me the flowers," and she will get in for free. However, the rest of the group will have to pay general admission. Well, folks, it is now 6:36. Before you head out the door, meteorologist Stephen Jones will have a look at your forecast. And the man accused of shooting and killing politician Charlie Kirk in court now. After the break, why his legal team is pushing to postpone the hearing. A Corpus Christi police officer is facing accusations of theft and credit card abuse. Coming up, the deadline expected for Travis Hager's plea. Plus, as the water crisis continues, residents are looking at the use of atmospheric water generators. We'll show you how it's helping bring in potable water into homes. And an inside look at young Corpus Christi students not only learning about drought conditions, but expressing their questions and concerns too.
Now, 20 minutes of nonstop news, sponsored by Ewald Kubota.
There's a new court date for the Corpus Christi police officer accused of theft and credit card abuse. Investigators say senior officer Travis Hager stole money from a police nonprofit group. They say he took funds meant for a scholarship honoring fallen officer Vicente Ortiz Jr. Hager is back on active duty with the department while he waits trial. The plea deadline is now set for May 21st. A nearly $10 billion deal is bringing an AI data center to the Coastal Bend. Hut 8 plans to build the campus in Nueces County. The site will use NVIDIA technology powering advanced systems. The project would bring in 230 permanent jobs, and it would also become one of the largest AI facilities in the country. Now, you might be wondering how this project will impact our water supply or if it will raise your power bill. Well, we have those answers for you right now on our website, and Brian Hoffman and I will interview representatives from the company, and we'll keep you updated as we learn more. Now, heads up, folks, the La Retama Central Library is temporarily closed. Crews are installing new flooring on the first floor. The building must shut down because of harmful fumes from the concrete sealant. La Retama plans to reopen June 2nd.
I'm your Southside Neighborhood News reporter, Jacob Daniels, and these things right here could help neighbors and the entire city deal with the water crisis.
Brent Lanphier uses an atmospheric water generator. The machine pulls in humid coastal air and extracts the moisture. It filters the water and pumps it straight into his home. The system produces about 250 gallons a day.
Hooked up to the house, and that's what we're getting right now. That's what we're drinking and cooking with.
The setup can store up to 3,000 gallons of water, and Brent says he bought it so he would never run out of water during a drought. But that independence comes with a hefty price tag. The system costs more than $30,000 or $300 a month, with cheaper options available.
And folks, you can find all of our water coverage online. It's part of our Running Dry series. Just scan the QR code on your screen right now, and it will take you straight to our website, and there you can catch up on all of our latest stories.
Well, good Friday morning there, Coastal Bend. Taking a live view of our radar over the past 3 hours. We had some decent downpours out there working into San Patricio County that have since started to fizzle out, but we're still holding on to a few of those showers as we're heading out this morning. The darkest greens up there to northern Live Oak and northern Bee County so far, even to the north of Georgia West and Beeville. Just working in with some of those light showers, so not experiencing any of that lightning even right now. And as we work closer to home here in Corpus Christi, the radar also starting to dry up a little bit, but still can't rule out some of that drizzle on your commute to work this morning that maybe the radar's not quite picking up out there. As we're starting off our Friday morning, here's a view from our Sunset Island cam, courtesy of Matthews CCAC. Waking up to about 69 degrees over there by the Laguna Madre. Winds out of the northwest 3 miles per hour and plenty of cloud cover overhead. Looking closer at those temperatures with our Chris 6 neighborhood weather network. On the south side, also waking up pretty similar. 72 degrees on Bent Trail Drive and Garden Court this morning. 66 over there on Flower Bluff, and then 73 on Laguna Shores Road, also in Flower Bluff this morning. Just to the north of the bay in Portland, coming in at that 68 degree mark across the board in all of our reporting stations, and slightly inland now towards Kingsville, coming in at that 69 degree mark, and going to be the same as we're working up towards Bishop Badger Meadowbrook so far this morning. As we're going through the next few hours, of course, we'll be back on the warm-up. Today we've got Kai Thompson over there from San Patricio County. Says her favorite place to take a walk also along the shores, and just along the shores as we go through the day. Pretty good spot for it. 75 degrees degrees as we're heading in towards 10 a.m., 81 towards that 1 p.m. hour, and our winds are going to be out of the north still this morning, closer to that 10-mile-an-hour mark, shifting to the east as we head into the afternoon a little more. Let's play it out on the future tracker now for you and what we're expecting through the rest of our Friday. Just more of these isolated and spotty showers for most of the day is what it's currently looking like, with that cap holding strong until we get into tonight. Later this evening and tonight, looks like we could have some storms working in from the west, maybe affecting our western neighborhoods and southern neighborhoods, and potentially even as far north as areas like Alice and here in Corpus Christi. Something to keep in mind for those Friday night plans, but of course we'll keep you updated as it starts to develop. Could hold on to some of those spotty showers into the overnight time frame and tomorrow morning, but going into tomorrow afternoon and the evening, most of that activity starts to shift off towards the north and east, and then we're on the drying out trend and the warming up trend. But first for today, of course, still with those spotty showers and storms working through the area, the National Weather Service Storm Protection Center has put all of our coastal bend region in that level 1 out of 5 risk for just one of those storms potentially taking off. Main threats would be high winds and hail as those storms work through the area. But like I said, we'll keep you updated if anything starts to develop through the next couple of days. It starts to dry out as we're heading into tomorrow evening and into our Mother's Day, and that's where we start to warm right back up in terms of those temperatures. Going into Mother's Day, looks like we'll be chasing those 90s for daytime highs. Luckily, there is another cold front working in. This one looking like it'll be a little drier and a little weaker, only going to take us to slightly above average temperatures as we're heading into the start of next week, and that's where we're going to remain as we head through the rest of next week. So that official Mother's Day forecast as we're heading into the weekend now, 91 degrees for that daytime high here in Corpus Christi. Winds are not too bad either. Out of the southeast, 10 to 15 miles an hour. That's going to be pretty similar into tomorrow, gusting upwards of 20 miles per hour. Something to keep in mind if you're heading out to Kite Fest. But other than that, on the 7-day forecast, shaping up pretty nice and pretty warm. 88 degrees as we're heading into our Saturday with the rain drying up. 91 for that daytime high on Mother's Day, and the cold front takes us back to 87 as we're kicking off our Monday next week. Overnight lows look to settle out in those upper 60s throughout the weekend. Daytime highs only going to be those upper 80s as we're heading through the rest of next week.
Stephen, thank you so much. Pet owners can take their four-legged friends to get vaccinated tomorrow. Texas A&M University Kingsville veterinary students says that this is part of their Spring Fling event. Shots are available for the first 100 pets that are at least 12 weeks old. The event runs from 10 until 2 at the Animal Control Center. Elon Musk's company is planning to make a major investment in artificial intelligence. SpaceX has a new semiconductor factory, Terafab, which will be located in Grimes County over near College Station. The first part of the chip-making project is expected to cost around $55 billion. The final price tag on this venture could rise to $119 billion. SpaceX is requesting tax breaks for this project. The recent hantavirus on a cruise ship now has a Texas mother speaking up about the disease. This comes after her daughter, Kylie Lane, died after contracting the hantavirus back in 2018. Mother Julie Barron Wells says Lane was taken to the emergency room multiple times before she was taken seriously by doctors. She spent 27 days in the hospital before dying, and the family still doesn't know how she got the virus.
She was a healthy 28-year-old mom and newlywed. There wasn't any kind of idea that she would get anything and pass away so suddenly.
There wasn't any kind of idea she would get anything and passed away so suddenly. Doctors around the world and locally are watching these new cases of hantavirus on board the cruise ship.
We're not sure exactly how it spread here, and you don't usually get it from person to person. You get it from being around rats. So I think that's the big thing. Be careful when you're around rats for sure, but you shouldn't worry in crowds at this part because we've not seen that in the past, and this virus has been around for a long time.
Well, there are still many questions about hantavirus. Barron Wells hopes more people do research into the disease. The Trump administration says it will ramp up passport cancellations for those who owe child support. A 1996 federal law gives the State Department the authority to do so, but has not been strictly enforced. The initial threshold for the enforcement was $5,000 in unpaid support. Now the State Department announced it will more strictly enforce the law. The man accused of killing Charlie Kirk is expected in court later today. The judge is expected to rule on a motion filed by Tyler Robinson's team to postpone the preliminary hearing, citing a large amount of evidence and the need for time to review. The state wants to move forward as scheduled. The 22-year-old faces numerous criminal charges, including aggravated murder. The U.S. is waiting for a response from the Iranians on its latest peace proposal this morning. President Trump says it would require Iran to abandon attempts to obtain a nuclear weapon and turn over nuclear materials. At the UN, the U.S. and several Middle East countries are backing a resolution condemning Iran for its takeover of the Strait of Hormuz.
The only viable solution in the Strait of Hormuz is a permanent end to the war, the lifting of maritime blockade, and the restoration of normal passage.
Meanwhile, President Trump is threatening to impose new tariffs on European goods imported to the U.S. if the European Union doesn't agree to a trade deal by the 4th of July.
Nothing surprises me with the courts. Nothing surprises me. So we always do it a different way. We get one ruling and we do it a different way.
Now, folks, you just heard how President Trump is responding following a federal trade court ruling. The split ruling finds his 10% across-the-board tariffs are illegal. Trump imposed those tariffs after the Supreme Court struck down his most sweeping levies earlier this year. The ruling calls for the administration to stop collecting tariffs from the plaintiffs and refund prior payments. The administration is expected to appeal. The Pentagon is facing criticism this morning over delays for land-based wind energy projects. The American Clean Power Association says they're reviewing 165 wind projects, but some of them have been stuck in review for more than 6 months. The Pentagon says the process is complex and time-consuming to ensure turbines don't interfere with military readiness. A social media trial, as part of an effort to protect children, is starting its second phase. Prosecutors are pushing for changes to Meta's social media apps and algorithms. Now, back in March, a jury found Meta violated the law by failing to warn users about the dangers of its platforms and protect children from sexual predators. Now, New Mexico's Attorney General is demanding improvements to limit addictive design features.
Real age verification is what allows the platform to curate a different type of experience for young people and make sure they're safer online.
The bench trial is expected to last 3 weeks. A class action lawsuit has been filed against an Italian food brand for allegedly mislabeling its canned tomatoes. The complaint claims Cento Fine Foods misleads customers by advertising its tomatoes are certified San Marzano, which only have a certified seal. Cento denies the claim, saying it has an independent third party approve the tomatoes. Frontier Airlines is stepping up efforts to lure customers, former Spirit customers that is, after JetBlue and Southwest did the same. Frontier is waiving the enrollment fee for its Discount Den temporarily and offering extra miles for certain summer flights. The carrier also says it has discounts aimed at helping Spirit customers maintain existing travel plans.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
Later this morning, the Corpus Christi City Manager will provide the city's weekly water updates. A reminder, we will stream the briefing on our website, christv.com, starting at 10. The Nueces River Authority will meet today and is expected to go into executive session related to the allegations against an NRA employee. And today marks 1 year since severe storms hit Petronilla, damaging several homes. Many families did not have insurance and were forced to pay out of pocket. Cleanup took several days and many families were left without electricity. The San Antonio Spurs face off the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. Right now, the series is tied 1-1. Game 3 is set to take place tonight at 8:30. And CCISD officials are warning users to not log into the digital hub Canvas due to a cyber attack. More than 8,000 institutions use the program globally, and this is the second data breach this month. Starting at 10, senior students at Mary Carroll High School can look for job opportunities. There will be local businesses available for seniors to connect. Reminiscing on days when we didn't have as many responsibilities as we do now is what students and alumni had the opportunity to do when walking the halls of Sanders Elementary School for the last time. CCISD is closing 7 schools at the end of the school year, and Sanders is one of them. The school's former assistant principal says these events help bring back memories.
I mean, think about when you were a kid, you still remember your school, and so of course this will be the red pillars and all the red and black will definitely be a memory for them. And so again, yes, it's sad, but events like this make it all the better.
Students were able to perform one last time before members of the Sanders Elementary family got to walk the halls and reminisce in the memories. Travis Elementary will have its final walkthrough tonight from 5 to 6:30 p.m.
third graders, learning a lesson plan about Corpus Christi's water crisis. I'm your neighborhood news reporter Jada Jenkins in a school where these students are having these conversations despite being so young.
At Windsor Park Elementary, students discussed desalination, groundwater, and the ongoing drought.
We had a plan, and we to desalinate the water, and it didn't pass the city council, but it would have worked. So it's not because we don't have enough water, it's because we can't make a decision on what to do.
These students have been learning about the water crisis through classroom discussions, asking many of the same questions adults across the city have been asking for months.
Wow, it is so incredible to see how insightful those students are, right?
No, absolutely. Already getting so much education on the ongoing crisis with our drought right now, and luckily starting to get just a little bit better in terms of that. And hopefully with El Nino on the way, it continues to see those improvements. I mean, we're seeing some showers today at least, which is a good start to our Friday morning as we're heading out there. In terms of the roadways, luckily it's been okay. We've been good and green on all of the traffic monitors so far. Here's a view from our SPID Skycam, and you can see a few more cars starting to pick up on that roadway, but luckily, like I said, not tracking any of those major slowdowns thus far. If you're hitting the Harbor Bridge heading to or from Portland this morning, looking good and green that direction, and for our Robstown Cal Island commuters, pretty similar on 37 and 44 with that good and green flow, just those minor slowdowns on Leopard Street so far. As we're working into Corpus Christi, Ocean Drive, SPID, and Saratoga, all coming in the clear, including Crosstown Expressway, so a quick detour inland just to look at downtown at least. Shoreline Boulevard running into just a couple of those slowdowns closer to downtown, but really for the most part looking at a good and green Friday morning. Let's go ahead and get you a forecast as we're heading into our Mother's Day weekend, though we still have those showers around right now showing up on the radar. Most of them that we had this morning have since started to fizzle out, but we're still holding on to a couple on the radar, mainly for northern Bee and northern Live Oak County, where you can see those darker greens showing up. Just some of that light shower activity, though. Not even seeing the yellows, so not even expecting that ponding on the roadways under those heavier downpours this morning. Closer to San Patricio and Nueces County coming in clear right now on the radar. Temperature-wise, we're waking up to the upper 60s and lower 70s across the board. 68 there in Robstown. San Diego coming in at 69 degrees, and Port Aransas, one of the warmer spots, at 73 this morning. And going through the rest of our Friday, we're holding on to a decent amount of cloud cover through the entire day. The 80s this afternoon, about 84 by 3 p.m., and we're going to chase about 88 for our daytime high here in Corpus Christi, if not that 86-degree mark. Rain chances start to come to an end tomorrow. By tomorrow afternoon, we're starting to dry up, and going into Mother's Day, that's where we're going to be back on the warm-up. But luckily, a weak cold front does work in right in the wake of Mother's Day. Going into next week, it'll bring us just to right above average. So it's not quite as strong as the cold front we just experienced, and unfortunately not looking like it's going to bring rain back to the region, but at least brings us closer to average. Here's how it's playing out on the 7-day forecast. 91 for a toasty Mother's Day there, 87 by Monday, and then as we're heading through the rest of next week, going to be in those upper 80s for daytime highs.
Stephen, thank you. During their 10-day trip around the moon, the crew of Artemis 2 snapped images of the Earth, moon, stars, and solar system in dazzling clarity. NASA posted more than 12,000 of the incredible star-led snapshots online for everyone to enjoy. One picture of the Earth zooms way out to show the planet peeking over the top of the moon. Then they bring the moon into further focus with detailed pics of the lunar surface, where the crew of Artemis 4 hopes to land in 2028. So beautiful, so incredible. This just gives you a view of, you know, I feel like we always think that us here on Earth, like problems are so big, but when you see this, it's just beautiful to see.
Really puts it into perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, it is really beautiful, though, seeing that lunar surface, and I know they got to go around to the dark side of the moon, so that was really cool, too. Were you ever one of those, I guess, conspiracy theorists about the dark side of the moon? Were you ever weird about it?
Not really, but now I gotta look into it because I want to know those answers.
Ooh, fair, fair. I mean, they're starting to look into it there, so hopefully we'll know some more.
Well, Stephen, thank you so much, and folks, thank you so much for joining us this Friday. We hope you guys have a wonderful day, and also make sure you don't forget Mother's Day is this Sunday. Have a great weekend.